My name is Emily Torok. I'm the Executive Director of the Ohio School Safety Center. So in school safety, my job is to wake up every day thinking of ways to improve school safety and the resources and supports for our schools and first responders. So I would say one of my best friends, her name is Annie Hilaire. She actually was my academic advisor in undergrad. She became my professor, my boss, and then became one of my absolute best friends. She has always pursued her dreams. She never let anyone walk all over her. She really stood up for what she believed was right, despite the consequences of it. And she's one of the most strong, independent people that I've ever met, and I admire her to this day. When I first started in my career, I did see a lot of males in leadership roles, and I was worried that I would never be able to be in a position of leadership despite wanting to. And oftentimes I was picked on because I was younger and because I was a female, and I think they believed that I didn't know any better and would often joke that because I was unclassified that I was going to lose my job pretty much every pay period. So I felt that I had to be perfect. I felt that I couldn't make mistakes, and I was really nervous a lot of the time. And until I learned that that's not the way that agencies work in state government, I really felt like my peers had it out for me. And I now never want anyone to feel that way. I think women have a hard time finding their voice in leadership roles, finding their voice in their careers. And it's because we have to be leaders, but we can't be bossy. And we have to agree with decisions that we don't always want to agree with, and we have to do it with a smile on our face. We can't be emotional, but we have to be passionate. And I think until you find someone that helps you find your voice, whether that's a male or female, just someone who's a champion for you, I think it's hard to figure out what that looks like. And I'm very thankful that I found somebody in my life that really challenges me, pushes me, supports me, and also fights for me when it comes to issues that I'm facing and will defend me. And because I have that in my life, I feel like I can do pretty much anything, but I'm also striving to better myself. And I feel comfortable in my voice and my passion, and I think that's why I'm in the position I am today. And I want to be that for other people because I can't tell you how valuable that makes me feel as an individual, specifically at this agency, and also just how confident I feel in my abilities because I have somebody in my corner. So I would probably say not to try to be perfect all of the time and not be afraid of making mistakes and not comparing myself to others. For a very long time, I was probably one of the youngest in the offices and the positions that I was in. And I was also a female, which was very different from the divisions that I worked in. And I would get embarrassed when I had to explain my background, and it was so short compared to a lot of other people that had years and years of experience as a first responder, a school staff member, or just a security professional. And that didn't make me any lesser at my job. And I would get embarrassed by it. And now I wear it as a badge of honor because I work very hard and I spend all of my free time really working to try to better myself, to educate myself to be as good as I can be for my team. And where I lack, my team picks up. And I should never be embarrassed for my background and my abilities because I worked hard to get where I am today. And I would never want someone else to feel that way like I did before. So I would definitely recommend, giving yourself some grace, but also understanding that you put yourself where you are today. You didn't get there just by chance or by who you know. You had to work hard, and that's worth celebrating. I think one of the things that women have issues with is not only finding their voice, but also finding a way to enter leadership roles, especially when they've seen male-dominated leadership force previously. And I think going back to Justice Ginsburg, one of the things that she said that I teach all of my high school interns is to fight for the things you care about, but do it in a way that leads others to join you. And I think that that is so important, not to get emotional about things that you're passionate in. There's nothing wrong with the emotion that you feel, but doing it in a way that is going to get others to the table is one of the most persuasive things that you can do.